I didn't bother recording masking and everything for that line because you've seen that before. You put the primer on, I'll time lapse it because that's going to be much more interesting. Okay, so the repair at the top of the skeg, I've just ground that out. I've taken it right back till it was not delaminated. Actually, I'll take a little bit more off there, but it's like it was delaminated, so that's off. Just that way. See, I'm tired. I'm really tired now. Pushing the boundaries. I've broken through the boundaries into the other field and found the new boundaries. Right, that's really thick now. Probably too thick, but there you go. It is what it is. It's getting like very quick film before I go tonight. Those two little bits outside. But that's the first coat, and so that's us tonight. Going back, coat primer tomorrow, and then copper coat the next day, hopefully, as long as the weather holds, which I think it's gonna. We'll see, won't we? I remember Michael Fish saying, I think it was 87. Don't worry, there won't be a hurricane. Next day we got up to the biggest devastation you can possibly imagine. Ah, those were the days. I'd just like to say on behalf of me and the committee that we are absolutely sick to death, up to the teeth with sanding, and we'd like it if you could give us something else to do. Is that possible?
Well, absolutely. I mean, you chaps have been working extraordinarily hard on this fine vessel, and I'd just like to thank you on behalf of the management. But we do require just a little more sanding. I'll show you what we need to do. Come with me. We need you to just sand this down and then put some filler in it, and then sand that down and prime it. And then that will be all of the sanding except for rekeying the primer for the second coat of primer. So if you'd be good enough to do that, we'd be extremely grateful. There may be something extra in it for you, a little extra.
Right, well, okay, I'll speak to the lads and I'll see what they say, but don't hold your hopes out. I know you pay our wages and all that and give us jobs, but that doesn't mean we have to be grateful. We get treated terribly around here. I mean, look at the conditions. We're walking on gravel. You said we had gravel to work on. Technically, it's a rock. Anyway, we'll get on with it. Now, I have to say that the chap you met there, that's Lord of Tang. I know his butler, actually. We have a great laugh when his butler. His butler said to me, he said, every time he rings for me, you know, he goes down, like, you know, for tea or, you know, whatever he needs. He says, he comes in, like, you know, with the tray, all the stuff, you know, like this, and he goes, you rang a tang? I mean, it's just great, isn't it? You know, I mean, you can't write that stuff. So anyway, so what we're doing here today is, so the whole idea of this really is, it was to stop the delamination, which we've dealt with now, and really to waterproof that edge. So I put lots of thickened epoxy down there. Rather than try and get a grinder in there and go crazy, this is much little file. You can get in there and end up with a nice straight edge. And then I'll go over that rest of that with a sander, maybe a grinder, just to get it down. And then I'll put a skimmer filler over, rub that down, prime it, then that's it. I'm walking away. So this here is touching the rudder, so I need to take that down a little bit. It's a little bit high, and in fact you can see it is. So let's get the file. Where is it? There's one. That's a bit too fine. What else have we got here? That's a rectile file. No good. This one will do. It's just a bit disappointing, really. Oh, there it is. There it is. Ah, you thought you could escape, huh? But we found you. Where do you hide? This little curved one's good for this because it can hug the contours. I love hugging contours. If you've never tried it, give it a go. Nothing to lose. To be fair, these have lasted ages. There's a story behind these files. I made a pair of spectacles. That's why I didn't have the right one. I'll show you those at some point. It's amazing what you can do with a bit of ingenuity and, you know, and an imagination. You need an imagination. That is pretty damn good, I tell you. Off to the shop to get some filler. Just want to show you this little repair I did with thickened epoxy. So I roughed that up and keyed it, and then just put that in. But that is really good, I tell you. Got a little bit of tidying up on the end there to do. Oops, there. And it's strong as chuff, that is. That's it. It's the thing about epoxy. It's just so tough.
Sticks like poo to a blanket.
Well, ladies and gentlemen, it's final prime time. So I suppose this makes this prime time TV. So yeah, just a quick walk around, usual thing, you know. It's good to talk. It's good to look at what's happened, you know. So that's it. That's JJ primed up. Oh, I spotted a little run. I'll come back with the brush and sort that out. Right now. Just in case I needed it. Just brush that out. I'll just show you what's happened here. What atrocities to marine things have been done. Actually, it's not an atrocity, that is absolutely lovely. Yeah, I can't wait to try out the copper bottom stuff. Damien! Well, thank you for watching. That's the end of primetime television. Thank you for watching the DBC. Good night. Well, that's the end of primetime. Thank you for watching DBC. Good night. Well, that's the end of prime time. Thank you for watching DBC. Good night. Oh, that is the end of prime time. Thank you for watching DBC. Good night. Hello. Thank you for watching prime time. This is the end of DBC. Good night. Very good evening to you. This is the end of prime time. Thank you for watching DBC, and a very good night to you. Sleep well. Oh, I could use one of those clips.